Hey, Captain Bob here in the old garage. Well, haven't talked to y'all folks in quite a while. Been out on the boat spending some time with my lovely wife, and we're back in the garage today. Yeah, it's kind of a rainy day in June, but we're back in the garage, and I thought I'd give you a little update as to what's going on with our boat bar number 105. So let me just grab the camera and move it around a little bit and show you where we're at and what we hope to do or hope to accomplish by the end of today. I think I showed you all the other day that we have the bar top on the bar base. Came out pretty nice. Looks fantastic. We've got our swim platform or our footrest all mounted and in place. That came out beautiful. Love it. And then yeah, I got the bar plugged in right this minute. Let me climb up here on top of the bench. So what we're working on today, I'm hoping to be able to mount the bar top to the base, or at least get all those anchor points located. We've got the cleat here. We'll have one similar on the, this is the port side. We'll have a similar cleat on the starboard side. But right below this cleat, we're going to have an anchor point that will secure the bar top to the bar base. So I want to get a pilot hole drilled right there, and then similarly on the starboard side. We'll also put at least one anchor point here in the middle of the bar from the underside, go up from the bar base into the bar top to secure that. And then also we'll put two anchor points over here at the back of the sidebar. We'll anchor those. Let me loosen this up a little bit. We'll anchor those through this 2x4 plate, drill up through here into the bar top, and then we'll put two anchor points right there as well. Also, we hope to, by the end of the day, have this what do you want to call this, a little backsplash or an end cap, whatever. It's sort of a trim board, basically. I want to have that mounted. It's going to be removable. We'll have two screws that'll secure this backsplash to the bar top. But the reason for this piece is that over here in the corner, we're going to drill a hole in this backsplash. And then, so we have a place, and then put a channel in the back of this backsplash board for our LED lighting to run along the back side of here, and then it'll drop through this member into the bar, the bottom or the bar base, and then over here we will have. Hold on a minute. Then over here, you see down there we got a terminal block. That's where the wiring will tie in for the LED lighting. That channel will also accommodate the LED lighting that we'll have on the outside of the bar, just under the bar top itself, right at the interface between the bar top and the base. We'll also have LED lighting along there, so that also will run through this little channel here and tie into that terminal strip. So that's what we're working on today. Although there was one thing that was bothering me a little bit as I stood behind the bar. Let's see if I can set this tripod here. Hold on a minute. I got to move a little bit. Yeah, let me back up a little bit. Okay, back up a little bit. There we go. So you see here we got this. One thing that, as I'm standing here behind the bar, all of a sudden this space here, it felt too far to the bar top itself. So I've decided to put in a mixing shelf here. It's about 3.5 inches from our cherry trim board. 3.5 inches, just a little mixing shelf where we can set our glass and use it for mixing drinks. If this is undesirable by the owner, I'm going to make this removable so that it can just be unscrewed from the underside and then discarded. But I think it's a welcome addition to the bar top. I think it really finishes off, it dresses this up, and it just feels a little more comfortable as I'm standing here behind the bar. I'm gonna, right now, just getting ready to put a brass inlay all along this outer edge, and then we'll put a nice little round over here, make that real smooth to the touch. So that's what we're going to do next, is get this brass inlay, and then we'll come back up on the top here and locate all of our final mounting screws for to mount the bar top to the bar base. Then, after we get that done, we will start varnishing. So, the project is coming along. We're nearing the close of the project after we end up with all of our nice varnish on there. So, we're looking forward to showing you what that's going to look like here in the days and a few weeks to come. All right, that's all I got. Adios. Hey, Captain Bob here in the old garage. Well, I want to give you a little update. We're getting real close with our Bolt Bar 105 as far as getting varnish on it. So I want to show you what it looks like right this minute. We got all the components made. Everything is pretty much in place. Let me show you what it looks like right this minute. I'm going to take the camera off the stand. Okay, so the other day, I think the other day, we shot a video showing the swim platform or the footrest all in place. So that's all in place. We're getting ready to take it off right now, but it's all in place, looks good. I gave it a quick sand job earlier today. It needs a little more sanding. I'm real pleased how these lines that define the planks in the hull, how they came out, really makes that hull look nice. And then our bar top, our actual deck, let me get up here on the bench. Yeah, the bar top really came out super. I got the cleats mounted. And as I mentioned, right underneath the cleat here, there's a bolt that goes through the bar top into the bar base, which secures that bar top to the base. Additionally, there are two more bolts, one over on the starboard side here and over there on the port side corner, that come up from the bar base into the bar top, holding the bar top down. Also over here on the back, there's two additional bolts that come up from the bottom that hold that bar top down. Yeah, this little detail here that we added, I'm really happy with that. It really makes it feel nice as you stand behind the bar here. I think the owner of this bar is going to be real pleased with that. If they don't like it, I made this removable, so if they don't like it, they can just take it off. All right, so we're getting real close to laying varnish. And our back bar, there's our back bar laying on the table saw. That came out super duper. It feels pretty good. I don't know if I have to sand that. I sanded it before. I think it's pretty much ready to take varnish. And we got our trim boards there on the base. You can see that. These trim boards over here. And this little detail over here, this little box that we made, sort of a box without a bottom. Yeah, that's going to, this panel right here is going to be located right over here on this on the sidebar, right back over here. And then this little box without a bottom, once I get down there on site, I'm going to cut a hole in that panel, and then this is going to get mounted in that hole, and this will be the location of where the receptacle is. I just don't know where it is in height. So it'll go right in this area. Once we find out exactly where that receptacle is located, we'll just mount this, and then it'll trim that off real nice. So that's where that will fit, right over there somewhere. Okay, so the bar is really coming along great. I'm getting ready to take everything apart and get it set up to receive varnish. I have to sand all the base. There's a couple coats of varnish on the base right now, but we have to sand it and get a couple more coats on there for sure before we look at getting this baby delivered to Florida. So anyways, that's all I got right now. I'm going to take things apart and get it set up to receive some varnish. So, y'all be good. Adios. Yeah, okay, so here we are. We got the bar top job. We got the whole bar all taken apart now. And all the components loose. I left the bar base up on the bench. Everything's off the bar top and all the trim boards and everything. So now we're into sanding everything. So I'm going to sand it tonight, and hopefully tomorrow we can start laying varnish. I just don't know how long my arm will hold out. So we're just going to continue sanding here for a while, and a little while longer, and a little while longer, and keep sanding some more and more and more, and until we get tired. And then we'll knock off for the night. Yeah, the bar surface itself is pretty good shape. Just want to go over this rail, the arm rail. Make sure that's good and sanded real nice. Felt pretty good when I was up on the bench I was sanding it, and it felt pretty good up there, so I don't think it actually needs too much. But I gotta go back and before I start laying varnish, I want to sand the bar base again. We've already varnished that, as you know. So I want to sand the bar base before we start laying more varnish. Got a couple, I think there's maybe 3 coats of varnish on the base right now. I'm not sure. I lost track. Yeah, I'm going to have to raise this up a little bit more though when I go to varnish, because I got a varnish underneath this arm rail, so whatever. I have to raise that up. Alrighty, so sanding operation is never ending. You can never have it sanded enough. If you think you're done, sand it again. I'm going over this with 220 grit paper. Should be sufficient for initial few coats of buildup. The last couple of coats, though, will not sand it with 220. We'll sand it with probably 4/0 or 5/0 steel wool, which is super fine. To make sure we get all the scuff marks out of the varnish. So I'm going to sand this, and then I'm going to go sand the base of the bar, transom, and inside. So give me a chance to make sure there's no sore spots anywhere. And everything fits super nice on there. Alright, well, I'm going to shut the camera off and sand the bar base now. Y'all be good. Adios.